Good to see you guys. Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
So
It's a Zoom
congratulations.
Friday. We're all Zooming.
Zooming on a Friday.
Yeah.
There's nothing better, right? All right. So, I mean, this movie's great. Working with Steven Soderbergh, can you guys tell me what that was like? And Snow, I'll start with you.
I mean, it is what it's set up to be and more. I learned so much from him. And I feel so lucky that I got to be a part of his work. He's a very, very calm man and a very very smart man as well. And so to have someone like that on set, constantly, looking over you, he never got stressed, he never got anxious. It was always kind of his vibe was very, very cool, and I think that reflected in all of the cast and the crew. And yeah, his set that he curated was fantastic.
It's good to have a chill director. I feel like it makes the cast a little more calm as well. John, was it like working with Steven? Have you worked with him before?
I had not worked with Steven before. I knew Steven socially and had worked with him as an executive producer on a project that I worked on, but I had not worked with him as a director, and definitely wanted to,
Yeah.
because of his track record for sure. It was as advertised, and Noah hit all the right responses. It was truly a you felt like you were very well taken care of. It was just that the guy at the top of the food chain was definitely in control and knew exactly the movie that he wanted to make. And so therefore all the ambiguity that you could have, or the confusion, or the miscommunication or whatever, was not a part of the recipe. It was just smooth sailing, which to say the least during a pandemic is not a given.
Oh yeah, you guys were shooting during COVID, so I'm sure all the
Oh yeah.
protocols and everything that was in place. Well, let's talk
Yep.
about the movie itself, though. So there's a lot of double crossing going on and triple crossing. So let's start with your characters. Noah, I'll start with you.
I guess my character doesn't really experience a lot of that double crossing, triple crossing, all that. I guess he's kind of in his own world with the family. And I think I loved playing Matthew. I think he wasn't a huge stretch. I guess from myself, I feel quite connected to him. But I guess the difficulty was of what would you do in that situation? What like out of just survival instincts, how do you react to a situation like that? So thinking through that, and but yeah, it was great fun, a lot of fun.
Love it. And John, you always play a detective. I feel like you know more about detectiving, if that's a word, than
Yeah, it's
real
very weird. I
detective.
don't know. I guess I seem to,
You
to
just have that
represent that.
detective look.
So yeah, yeah. It's constructed this way on purpose, but there's a lot of powerful entities that are kind of smashing into each other in this film. So it's organized crime, it's big business, it's federal government, it's all of these things that are kind of at odds with one another, with a lot of money on the line. And that's the brilliance of the script. It's that, you're right, there's a double cross, and then a double cross, and then who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, and there's no clear answers really. It's very deliberately
Yeah.
um, confusing, and that's the excitement of the story. That's why you get engaged with the story, and the fact that it's based on true to life events, with the development of this particular piece of technology, and how that has informed our the way our cities were developed, and our culture was developed. There's so many political and cultural things that are wrapped up in it. It's exciting.
On a side note, I'm not a car person, but I love the cars in this movie. I'm sure that you guys were drooling as well, right?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
cars
that was
are
very cool.
pretty darn cool.
John, so you have the movie Fletch. Have you started shooting that yet?
We start in a week or so.
Oh
We're shooting
wow.
up in Boston, and yeah, we're rebooting that one. That's going to be very exciting. I'm involved with two projects that are very 80s, with the Top Gun sequel
man.
and the reboot of Fletch. So yeah, it's very much a part of my my growing up. So I'm happy to bring it back to life.
Yeah, Top Gun. I'm sure you're getting sick of talking about it, but I mean, we are so looking forward to the. I know we're so looking forward to the movie. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm very excited for people to see it.
Yeah, for sure. And Noah, congratulations on A Quiet Place too. I mean, really, people showed up at theaters. What's it like
Yeah,
to be part of a project where people are like out and about and like, drawing? It's a huge draw.
I mean, I'm jealous because I was out in Vancouver and the cinemas aren't open there. So I all my friends were going to see it in the cinema. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in the cinema, and I guess that's where you should see it. So I might try and sneak out and go see it somewhere in New York, but we'll see.
One more question for you. So Noah, I know that you want to dive into more darker roles, right?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say no to a darker role.
Yeah.
I guess I think it's very interesting playing someone that is I guess morally ambiguous.
Yeah. And Jon, I mean, like you do this very well. You can transition from comedic to dramatic roles extremely well. Not a lot of actors can do that. What would your advice to Noah be in that regard?
Do what you like, do what you find interesting. That's what I got very lucky. I got a little bit of a later start in my career than Noah did, but it's always best to just follow what intrigues you, and if that's comedy, go do a comedy. If that's drama, go do a drama. Noah's an incredibly talented young man and has hopefully a very long career ahead of him. And I like most will be watching with excitement to see what he does next. What were you doing in Vancouver?
I was out there with my brother was shooting something out
Nice.
there. So it was the first time.
Did you have to quarantine?
I was, yeah, man, that was
brutal,
not
right?
The highlight of the trip. It's
brutal.
I just hope this all ends soon, man. But don't touch wood.
Almost. I can see it on the horizon. The mask mandate was lifted in California, so thank God, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, guys, appreciate your time. Have a good weekend.
Thank you very much. All right, cheers.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.